My pig's in a blanket. You take a full-size hot dog. You slice that bad boy open. You stuff it with like cheese, like sliced cheese. You roll it in a croissant roll, and you bake that in the oven. That is my pig in a blanket. Like that is my piggy. Like yum yum yum.
She's not messing around.
But,
She's not.
And I was under the impression everybody's understanding of a pig in a blanket.
No.
Fun fact, it's not.
Yeah.
So, pig in a blanket.
Thanks for pressing play. This is the On Air, Off Air podcast with some of your favorite river DJs, just getting together, chatting, and coming alongside you in your day. So thanks for being here. I'm Hailey. I'm from the River Afternoon Show. We've got Bailey. It's the Hailey and Bailey show.
Party.
From Sundays on the River. Hannah from the River Morning Show. And Josh from the River Morning Show.
Sup?
And no Chad.
Yeah! Oh, are we recording this part? Did we start? Rats.
Yeah, we got that. Sorry,
Okay.
Chad.
Okay.
Fair warning, if you're listening right now, Valentine's Day is coming up.
Alert!
If you're hearing this, you have no more excuse. Like, you got to do something, okay? So love is in the air. That's all the chat right now is love. And maybe even on the river, you've heard the morning show or the afternoon show talking about this little thing called That's Amore.
Yeah.
And what does love look like to you? That's been the big question. Because I think with Valentine's Day, right, the focus tends to be on romantic love, the mushy gushy stuff, the husband and wife, the boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever it is.
Puppy dog with like the heart eyes.
Yeah. But the reality is there's love in a lot of other forms, whether it's like your kids, you just melt when you look at them. Or
Bailey just mentioned puppy dogs.
yeah, for me, it literally is my puppy dog.
Little snuggle.
Yeah, little trout. So you guys know that I've been dealing with a little foot injury.
Little gimpy over here.
Imagine it. Hailey wobbling into the studio today.
It's been so much fun.
Walking like a pirate.
Well, you see her crutch before you see her.
You could hear me coming down the hallway. I could not sneak up on anyone the last couple of days. But through the last couple of days, Trout, my dog, it's like he's known something is going on, and he's been a total mom's boy. Like he has just been snuggling up and following me around, and it has been the cutest thing, and it's made me feel so loved. And every day I feel loved by him, but especially lately. So I don't know, how would you guys answer this question? What does love look like to you? What are you thinking about when you're thinking about love as Valentine's Day is coming up? Anyone can go first.
So many things.
I know, there's so many.
So much love.
I guess I shouldn't have planned on talking today.
I know. I've got.
Hannah did say she brought a list.
We love it.
Okay.
Prepare.
She loves love.
Is my dad being my pre-AAA call.
Oh.
So flat
Yes.
tire or a dead battery. It's my mom remembering that one time in high school that I said I thought dinosaurs were cute. Bailey, we won't get into it. I know.
Don't want to talk about that.
And now I own salt and pepper shakers that look like dinos. I have like a 3-foot dino skeleton. Didn't ask for it, but she
Isn't
thought
that
I
how
needed
it always works? You say you like something one time and then forever. That's what everyone
And now
gets
it's
you.
like, that's my thing. It's my thing. Because my mom loves me.
You can drop as many hints as you want on an actual gift you'd like, and they miss that
Completely.
But when you were 5, you mentioned you thought dinosaurs were cool.
Oh, for sure. And it's love is my sister pre-reading all of my text messages if I'm in a heated argument with somebody.
Like
She's my voice of yes. The my sensor. Yes. It's the bow playing all the hard parts in the video game, and then me getting to still win the video game.
Okay, so wait, we need to do a pause really quick because this is something you guys were talking about on the morning show, right? Hannah has an issue with the word boyfriend.
I hate it.
And so you were trying to come up with a better term for
Which you helped.
the man in your life. Did you settle on Bo?
I think I like Bo.
Okay.
Yeah, because I'm 31 years old. I don't have a boyfriend.
That's a person's name, though. Like, I go to church with a guy named Bo, B-E-A.
Well, that's his
that's her
parents.
person.
Yeah,
You don't know.
my Bo is Bo. I don't know.
He's still in high school.
Oh, just kidding. That's not my Bo. You heard it here. Disclaimer.
Yeah.
I am
Wow.
not dating anyone named Bo.
I love how quickly physically, we all backpedaled and physically removed ourselves from our microphones.
It's a very old school term, but I like it. I like it for you. And you just used it so casually there in that sentence.
That
Did
was
it feel
your
right?
idea.
Did it feel good? Okay.
It felt better than boyfriend.
So you decided not to go with my guy or
my guy, my dude, no, my fella. I don't know.
my man.
Oh no, significant other is too formal. Partner just doesn't
Shorten
feel
it.
right.
He's your sig.
My sig,
No,
like that sounds like a
no, do not do
cigarette.
that.
Yeah.
My Siggo.
Siggo.
I like Bo. I think
Bo's
it's
good.
endearing.
Cute. That's so cute.
And kind of like bro, but not.
Yeah. Yeah.
like but cuter.
Yeah.
Because he's not my bro. He's my beau.
That's
Ew,
cute.
I said it and then
You
I hated
didn't
it.
even.
Don't say it too much.
I'm just not gonna say it too many times. I'm not gonna say it anymore.
And I'm sure, like, I know you love your little nieces.
Oh my gosh.
And nephew?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. 2 nieces and a nephew. And love with them is just a whole different ball game. It's like them choosing me over any of the other aunts and uncles.
Oh, that's a
That's
win.
love.
a good feeling. Yeah.
It's when they even choose me over their parents.
Nice.
It's just like this victory of love
Yeah.
that I will feel triumphant for life
That
whenever
bond.
that happens.
Yeah.
Yes.
You have like that
Unbreakable.
Mario sound effect when he powers up. Like,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Now, as long as
right.
that stands true when they're teenagers and they still love me. Right now they're all under the age of 3.
best of luck.
Yeah.
I know.
Mine are all, so I also have 2 nieces and a nephew.
Yeah, but
Right.
they're a little older,
same numbers.
right?
Yes. So the oldest is 16.
Yeah.
And then the other 2 just turned 15. They're
Do they
twins.
still love you?
The oldest one, I think, loves me the most.
Okay. Okay.
But even her, like, we were buddies, and I don't hear from her much. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
it's fine. I get it. Like, you want to hang with your friends at that age. You don't want to talk to your aunt, and you don't want to talk to your grandparents, and you don't want to talk to your mom. Like,
That hurts my heart.
I just have to think back, like, remember being 16 and the things that you cared about. It's like you loved your family, but it's just you wanted to do other things.
Yeah.
So try
Okay.
not to be offended, but yeah.
Okay, somebody else say what is love. Make me feel better.
You mentioned it's a different ball game, and so that reminded me, like, it is love. In my family, that my grandmother, who's 89, still, as much as she can, will come to my kids' sporting events.
Oh my
She can't make him to make it to very many. She doesn't have a car anymore, and so she's got to be brought. And if you have to park far away, forget it. That's not happening. But she's always on Facebook. I can tell when Grandma's been on Facebook because I'll have 51 notifications. It's because she went through and she caught up and was saying like on all the stuff.
Here for that though.
So-
89 and on Facebook.
Yeah,
Good for her.
she's great, and for my kids to know their great grandmother, and especially my baby, my 12-year-old, when she's around, he'll just go sit next to her, and he'll put his head on her shoulder. He just is so.
Cute. That's so cute.
He so loves her, and the fact that she still makes an effort. And if there's anywhere she wants to be, it's at one of those ball games or at a swim meet or something like that.
Is she a sports fan, or is just genuinely for her about being there for the kids?
She's a great grandkid fan.
Yeah.
You know, like my grandpa was a sports fan, and he passed probably 7 or 8 years ago, and she would always be at all of our stuff.
Yeah.
You know, she still lives nearby and all of those things. So on her own though, she just wants to be with the kids, and
That's so precious.
yeah, and she is a light. She is so much fun. She is love, and I'm grateful that my kids know her.
Yeah.
You know, to know their great grandmother that way, and she's always got a bag of candy for them.
That's
Come
love.
over.
That's love.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And I'm like, hey, the kids have a dad. Come on.
I was your grandbaby first.
That's right.
You like aged out, right?
Yeah, you did. You did.
I don't even get money on my birthday anymore.
Aged out.
Jeez. But regardless, grandma's
Grandma's love.
Yeah, she
I
really
love
is.
that.
That's cute.
Bailey.
All eyes on Bailey.
I definitely think love is like the little things, like the tiny, like the little touches, whether it's like, hey, so I love seals and sea lions. And so like,
Loves them so much.
That's an understatement.
Yeah.
yeah, honestly, I've been kicked out of a few zoos because of it. Like, it's like,
That is true. That is a true fact. She's not exaggerating.
yeah, no, it's
You've
Bailey
been
is
removed
banned
from zoos?
multiple. Yep.
You have a compulsive, obsessive love
Yes.
of seals
Yes.
and sea lions.
And I got to swim with a sea lion. a couple weeks ago, and did I bawl like a baby? And the trainers were like, "Is she okay? Like, is she?" And they're like, "Yeah, this is like a 14 long dream. Like, she's fine." Anyways, that is love. That is love.
You remember earlier when we backed away from our microphones?
Yeah, we probably should have backed away. Then.
I just want to exit the room right now. This is a lot. This is a lot.
So any single time we're on Instagram or Facebook, someone sees something seal or sea lion, they always send it to me. Like, that is like love. Like, they, even if like I never speak to some of these people, like, it's all the chat is like, just like, here's a sea lion, thought of you, here's a sea lion. Like, sometimes they mislabel them, but like, growth, I don't say that. I'm just like, oh, thank you.
And that's love back to them.
So like little touches like that, or like, hey, I listened to this podcast, I'm thinking of you. Like, little touches like that to me, like, means so much, like love, whether it's like an encouragement. It's just like, I feel like that is such an easy way to show somebody you love. And to me, it just means like so much when they do that.
Being seen and known.
Yeah.
That's
really
cool.
special.
How they get your seal of approval.
Oh my.
Exactly.
She's not lying.
C's not lying.
She's not lying.
Oh gosh.
That's not a thing. My
Well,
goodness.
speaking of love, let me transition to talking about buffalo chicken dip. Because
That's love. That's love in a crock pot.
love in a crock pot, buffalo chicken dip. So the Super Bowl is right around the corner as well. You've got 3 ladies in the room with you right now, Josh. And like, this is not a stereotype, but I don't think any of us are into football.
Definitely not
Really.
NFL.
Definitely not NFL.
Like, love my Buckeyes, but
Sure. But for me, I'm like, I barely know who's playing.
That's fine.
It's the Chiefs, right? Kansas City.
Yeah, my guys.
And Philadelphia.
You got it.
Look at you go.
if you're listening, not watching, go to YouTube and watch
Yeah, you need.
to see one seals and now eagles.
That was quite a maneuver.
Being
We're covering
impersonated.
lots of animals today. But the thing I do get excited for about the Super Bowl, more than the football, is the food.
Yep.
And I hope we can all agree on that.
Yeah.
Like, I know,
yeah.
Josh, I know you're a big football guy.
Yeah,
So
for
you're
sure.
excited to watch the game.
I will watch the game and the commercials, but if there's not a spread, what are we really doing?
Like, that's why
Okay,
we're
great
really here.
priorities.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
1000%.
So, what are you guys doing for the Super Bowl? Any plans? Any traditions? Any special things happening?
I mean, for us, like, we've got some neighbors across the street that they do a lot of sports watching, and she is a phenomenal cook, and she's always giving us the extras. Like, here, I made 5 dozen brownies.
Everybody needs that neighbor.
Yeah, right. And so they
Absolutely.
bring them over, and like, here's an extra pan of them, and the
And
kids.
what is your neighborhood called?
Yeah. I'm going to make it a gated community now. It's not yet. It's not. So we will most likely, we haven't made the plans yet. It's usually last minute. We'll likely get together with them, whether at our place or their place, and we will
Does
have
she listen to this
too much
podcast?
food. No, she does not.
Okay, I was gonna say, just this is the hint. Like, hey, we want the invite. If you're hearing this.
We could literally knock on the door and they'd be like, yeah, come on in. We made too much food. That's what we
so
do.
sweet.
That's cute.
Yeah, so we will likely do that. That'll
Yeah.
be fun, and,
Okay.
and we'll eat the things.
And what food would the spread not be complete without?
So we gotta have like pigs in a blanket, chips
yeah.
and multiple dips, those kinds of things. And whether it's like sloppy joes or shredded chicken sandwiches, something simple that you cooked all day and that you can just go back and pound more of this stuff again and again and again. So
You never really get a plate. You're just always kind of
oh yeah.
moseying to the food back and forth all day.
I'll just stand here. Like, I don't need to sit. I'm right by.
You're like, this is the food.
I live here now.
Right? This is my realm. Welcome.
I love that. What about you guys?
Yeah.
Any traditions? Anything
No
fun?
traditions unless you count just staying through halftime.
Oh,
So
I love that.
That's my own personal tradition.
I love
Doesn't matter
that.
where.
You like bite and bail. It's like when you're like-
Absolutely, bite and bail. That's why I'm there. Yeah,
I love that
coin
phrase.
I love that.
Yeah.
because
Okay.
yes, I want to see the first half of the game so I can munch, nom 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 appropriately, and then I want to see the halftime show.
Yeah.
and then I'm good. She out of there.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I might bring an empty Tupperware or two and be like, oh, there's plenty. Let me just scoot this on in
Take this
here.
off your hands.
Yeah. You don't want to have to clean this up later.
And it's smart to do it at halftime because then like the food is still like there's still plenty.
Oh,
Yep.
yes.
And so it's
Yep.
like, wow, they were just really hungry the first half.
Is
Yeah.
she selfish? Maybe. Is she okay with that? Maybe.
You're self-aware.
That's right.
You're,
The first step to healing is knowing these things about ourselves.
Exactly. So yes, I will stay through halftime and then I'll go to bed.
And what is the spread not complete without?
So I'm with what Josh said. I love those pigs in a blanket. Here for him. But the
Those cozy little
back
pigs.
up to that, if those aren't there, if I'm going to make them, because pigs in a blanket take forever to make.
Yeah.
The backup to that are those Hawaiian rolls that then you put like a spicy mustard on and ham and cheese.
Oh, yeah.
And then you bake it
And then
or
you
something?
bake it.
Yes, I have
because
had
they're
those.
so easy.
Fantastic.
They're great for tailgating and for the Super Bowl, obviously. Yes, Bailey, she raised her hand.
Yeah, see, I'm so polite.
You're very polite.
Question about the pigs in a blanket. This is not super relevant, but I got into a little bit of a tiff the other day about pigs in a blanket.
Oh, bring it on. Yeah.
Okay.
As one does. As one does.
I'm here for food arguments.
Okay, my pigs in a blanket. You take a full-size hot dog, you slice that bad boy open, you stuff it with like cheese, like sliced cheese, you roll it in a croissant roll, and you bake that in the oven. That is my pig in a blanket. Like that is my piggy, like yum, yum, yum.
She's not messing around.
But,
She's not.
And I was under the impression everybody's
No.
understanding of a pig in a blanket.
No.
Fun fact, it's not.
Yeah.
So, pig in a blanket. What are your guys'
Now that
pig in a
felt like
blanket?
an efficient method though. So you're saying you roll a hot dog and in the dough and then cut it?
No. So you take
It's a
hot
full
dog.
size.
Yeah, a full
Wow.
a
Like,
full
I
boy.
think normally what we call pigs in a blanket is probably technically a piglet because it's a little baby.
Well, that just made it sad. though.
Mini dog.
He's talking like this is a full
You got the hog.
grown
And you
hog.
you slice her open, you stuff
Wow.
it with like cheese.
What?
Because then it's like
I've never even seen this.
Literally, I have some in my fridge right now. Literally, they're in my fridge.
Literally bring them.
Tomorrow. Eating right now.
So, no, like, okay, so that is my pig in a blanket. You guys are doing.
Who
we
taught you
use the
that?
like
My
little
mother.
ones.
She's
the
wrong.
little.
No! Okay, you're telling. Oh, whoa! Okay, you are telling me. Okay, whoa! You are telling me you do not want a full size. Also, I'm a hot dog girly.
Yeah.
Love hot dogs. You're telling me
Love
you
a
do not
glizzy.
want a full hot dog sliced open,
Listen.
filled with cheese,
Listen.
and then wrapped to like golden perfection?
Let's agree on this. Can we change the name of the little mini dogs? Can we call those seals in a blanket for you?
I'm not gonna
You can't
eat them.
seals? Come on now.
That was
Fine with
incredibly
poor
offensive,
innocent
Josh.
piggies,
honestly,
but-
like,
Wow.
we need to call somebody.
Did you not just hear that she got kicked out of zoos? Like she
Zoos
loves them
for
that
this.
much. She's not
I
gonna
think
feed
I
them.
just got kicked out of this podcast.
So your pigs in a blanket are like little like
They're called
cocktail
the little
weenies.
Cocktail
cocktail
weenies,
weenies.
yeah.
Yeah, and they take forever, which sounds like yours probably takes less time, but the
8
cocktail
minutes.
weenies take forever because you have to roll each
So
one.
many of
and it's
them.
So many.
Yeah, there's just a lot.
Interesting.
And then
So-
they go fast, so you have to make a lot because they're bite sized, so people are just popping them in.
So I've given up on
Yeah.
making them. I will absolutely enjoy them if other people bring them, but that's why I like that Hawaiian roll option instead. A little faster to make.
You feel like the vibe of like the house at Trick or Treat that gives out the full size candy bars.
Yeah.
You
have to.
must be
I'm
that.
a Halloween
Yes.
girly, so you
Yeah.
have to be. Like,
Yeah, this-
granted, in my current neighborhood, I'm not currently doing that, but that's neither here nor there.
Our
love
church
it.
used this thing called the Holy Ghost weenie roast at Halloween.
We love it.
Is that really what it was called?
That is what it was called. Yes, at the
love that.
Olentangy Indian Caverns. If they're still doing it, they might.
I'm marking that up.
So, or
Shout out.
can you just bring it back? I don't know if they
Sorry.
still do it. So if you love Halloween and hot dogs, Holy Ghost weenie
I will
roast
come. Please invite me
is
to the
now
Holy Ghost
Bailey's thing.
weenie roast.
This needs to happen.
I'll wear a hot dog costume.
Manchester, that has to happen. You just got
Wow.
Manchester. Sorry.
I have no idea how we got here, but
Okay, so would you say that's the thing? Like the spread is not complete without the full size piggies?
Oh, Super Bowl, I'm like at the grocery store stocking up for the week because nobody's there. Like that's
Okay,
that's my Super Bowl thing. It's like you
don't
I
want
can
the
go to all the
food?
stores.
That's me during Buckeye games.
no,
I know. I know.
What
like,
is
I'm
this?
rooting for them, but
You're from Ohio.
I'm not
No,
from
she's
here.
not.
Oh no, you're not. You're from Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. I
Yeah.
just thought of your college experience. Okay.
Like I'm rooting for them. I want them to win.
I think
but
how
I
I
don't care
made
to
you
watch.
feel, you all just made me feel. So now we're even,
Even like I like that.
and I
but-
want to cry.
Even
a little
Stevens.
bit.
Yeah, you just go to the grocery store, you get your stuff, and like, here's my thing. If they had cuter costumes, like if I could dress up cuter, but like what, they're red and blue? I don't
Green.
like red.
It's red and,
They're green.
and green.
The Eagles are green.
I don't
Yeah.
look good in those colors, so I'm not about to like
Combine
what?
them. Combine them. It's a Christmas outfit.
No, I'm not about to dress up and
I
like
love
not. If it was like a pink team, get a pink team, and I'll be
Yeah.
at every single
Then
Super
wear
Bowl.
a pink jersey
They don't
and have
have
it be
that.
like the snacks team. I don't know.
So you're not doing
snack.
anything for the Super Bowl.
I'm like getting my shopping done. I'm like doing a little like that's my Super Bowl Sunday.
Hey.
And I'm
She's planning her next zoo caper is what she's doing.
honestly, you're not wrong.
Yeah, I love that.
Here's what I'm coming for you.
So growing up, the Super Bowl was never really a big deal. I think it was just an excuse to make food. But for my husband's family, and that's who we'll be spending this Super Bowl with, it is kind of a big deal because there are certain foods that my mother-in-law makes that she only makes for the Super Bowl.
Wow.
So it's like a once a year special occasion.
Okay.
You're either there for the Super Bowl to get it or you have to wait till next year.
What are these magical foods?
And like specifically, Clint, my husband this year was like, I'm making sure that I'm not working because he works on the weekends.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm making sure that I'm not working. We're going because I must have my mom's hot wings.
Oh, the hot wings.
She makes these hot wings. they are like better than anything you ever had. Forget B-dubs, forget roosters, forget like any.
Them's fighting words now.
The sauce is so good. And I think it's just because it has 1 million pounds of butter in it.
Probably.
But her hot wings, and then we literally call them Super Bowl brownies because she only makes them for
What's
the
so
Super
special
Bowl.
about these brownies?
They're the perfect brownie. They're fudgy slightly, but they're firm.
Yep.
They've got a little bit of coffee, like
And
espresso
she
powder
only
in
makes
there.
them once a year.
Only for the Super Bowl.
But she is ensuring that she will always have a party. Like, she
absolutely
is smart.
Yes.
She's setting herself up for success.
Yes.
She will never be lonely. Yeah,
What if
she's
Clint
There's
says
some
I
other
want the
stuff too, but-
brownies for my birthday? She'll say no.
I mean, traditionally, it's been like you just don't even ask for them.
It's just known.
It is known that it's a sacred thing for the Super Bowl.
She probably had to shut them down when they were little kids.
Probably.
And it's like, don't you ever ask me that again.
Yeah.
This got really dark.
Too many brownies.
So
Got really dark.
I'm getting
Really
my
intense.
stomach ready for
Okay.
Sunday.
Wow.
I'm
Yeah.
very excited. And I think we're kind of going to do what'd you call it? The bite and bail?
Bite and bail.
You heard it here first, folks.
Because what time does the game even start?
6. It's not bad.
I know, but football takes forever.
It really does.
stops constant. Why are we stopping?
Well, that's
Like, what's stopping?
Because each commercial, 30 seconds, you pay $6.5 million for
I
it.
heard you guys talking about that on the morning show.
That's why they got to make their
insane.
cash. So
wild.
That's gross.
Oh, man.
Are we feeling like a halftime show?
Halftime shows, always fun. Well, not always, but I usually like to see what's going to
It's
happen.
fun to find out if you're going to like it or not.
Yeah.
The anticipation is fun.
Yeah.
Will it be great or
Will
will
it
it be
watch it?
garbage?
because I don't want to accidentally have to wash my eyes. So
fair.
we don't watch
That's
them
fair.
at all.
It is a toss-up sometimes. That's fair. Well, on that note, whatever you're doing for the Super Bowl, I hope that you get to eat the foods you want to eat. If you actually care about the football part,
Yeah, so what?
I hope that's good for you too, but mostly the food. Thanks for listening. Make sure to subscribe to this podcast for more fun.
This podcast is another River Impact production. You can find more podcasts like this one at riverradio.com. And if you like what you're hearing, make sure to subscribe wherever you're listening now. And be sure to tell a friend so they can listen too.